What have you found brings you joy and happiness during your first and hopefully last pandemic? What have you decided to do a little more? What have you reconnected with? Comment below and Wes Mack will share with you what he's been up to these days in this week's Country Music Update. I'm Gregg Reynolds. And yes, I was very wrong on my Academy of Country Music Awards, my ACM predictions, but I feel like Luke Combs not winning an award made me feel more wrong than I really was. He went 0 for 3, and a fan even offered to make some 0 for 3 t-shirts for his brand, and he said he kind of liked the idea. I know he's a little salty on not winning anything. The guy has been electric, dynamic, especially during the pandemic, giving us free shows, new music all the time, and then not winning anything during the ACMs is kind of ridiculous. But I guess that's not true, because he was a co-writer on Carly Pearce's I Hope You're Happy Now, and actually sang the demo with her before she got Lee Brice on it. And here's what she had to say about the song that won not only Musical Event of the Year, but also Single of the Year at the ACMs.
When I wrote it, I knew that I needed to say it because of what I had gone through. It's very personal. I don't think I necessarily thought it was anything super special until Luke and I sang the demo, because I wrote it with Luke Combs, and I went, okay, this feels cool. And then when Lee sang it, I was like, oh. And in my career, I've had 2 songs where it was like undeniable. Every little thing, everybody was like, this is it. And then this one, my whole team, my label president, my management, everybody knew this was going to do something. And I still didn't let myself go there, because I was like, this is my story, and I'm not exactly a saint in this story. I'm kind of a bad guy. So what are people going to think about that? Coming from the girl that was like, oh, he broke my heart, blah. So just to see what it's done is really cool.
She also did say earlier this week that her latest album, 29, which is absolutely beautiful, which I talked to her about. You can mouse around on this YouTube page to find that full interview, but she's not quite done with it yet. She's got more to say, so expect a few more tracks to be added to probably a deluxe version of 29 in the next couple of months. Now, Carly Pearce and Lee Brice weren't the only winners of the night. Luke Bryan took home the night's biggest prize, Entertainer of the Year. I was shocked. He was very shocked. What I'm happy about is the fact that he has successfully recovered from COVID-19. He said his wife Caroline was there to really nurse him back to health, and he just thanks God for health at this point. And finally, about the ACMs, you may have noticed that Dan and Shay, well, their performance was a little glitchy. Mouths were moving, audio was over here, which is one of my biggest pet peeves when watching shows, by the way, when the mouth doesn't sync up with the words. They were not lip syncing. They don't have to lip sync. Shay is one of the best singers in all of country music. What happened was they pre-taped the performance, and when the audio engineers went to play it back, they hadn't quite timed it up right. Not their fault. They're great. We love them. And here's what they had to say about their latest single, Glad You Exist.
This song is really connecting on a deep human level. I think when we can get back in a room and play a show, I can just see this vision of everybody looking to their left or looking to their right, to the person that they came to the show with, and just saying, man, I'm glad you're here on this planet at the same time I'm on this planet. It's truly remarkable when you think about it. So yeah, man, that song I feel like it's just connecting in a different way than anything we've ever done before.
Which, by the way, there's an acoustic version out now. And finally, we get to our buddy Wes Mack, who's got a great new song out called Don't Change. And I talked to him earlier this week about life, about being in the movie Cold Pursuit, which was #1 on Netflix here in Canada, starring Liam Neeson. And he also told me about what he's been reconnecting with during this pandemic, and it's nature. And also he's got some new friends in Vancouver, and yeah, they're ducks.
All my friends are laughing at me for this, but I literally go down, there's a duck pond near me, and I just go and sit with the ducks for probably an hour or 2 a day, and I will read a book, I'll have coffee, maybe I'll bring a laptop, do some work. But
say hello to the 90-year-olds that are also down there.
Yeah, it's me and the 90-year-olds, man. But dude, it's gotten to the point, I'm not kidding you, there's at least 3 ducks that I can recognize by either mannerisms of theirs or certain patterns on them. So I'm spending time with these because I'm just all right, well, I'm not seeing my friends. COVID's weird. But
I've got these duck friends. So what else do you need?
But honestly, it's been really good for me, I think, mental health wise, or I'm losing. In that it does feel, there's just something for me about that. And I think for most humans, I think it's kind of biologically hardwired into us that when you go out and you hear like the wind in trees, or you hear water flowing. There's something, thousands of years of evolution have put that into your head that like, we're good.
For more of your favorite country artists, just like I said, mouse around on this YouTube page. There's some great stuff on there for you. And our ACM Award recap featuring myself, Chris Sheets from Kissin' Country 103.9, and Leanne from Country 104 in London, Ontario. I'm Gregg Reynolds with another Country Music Update.